Okay, Liz, so do you want to start with why you guys wanted to come to therapy?
She just works so much. I never get to see her. She's never home. She doesn't pay any attention to me. When she does come home, she just comes home, turns on the TV, and leaves everything to me.
Vonique, how do you feel about this?
Well, I work a lot, so when I come home, I don't want to hear.
Well, I work
her
hard
nag.
too. I work hard too.
You see this? She interrupts me when I'm trying to voice my feelings.
Is it okay if we let Vonique speak a little Liz before? Okay. So, Vonique, continue. How do you feel about this?
Like I was saying before, I was really interrupted, but I just want to come home. I work 12-hour shifts all day, and I just want to come home and relax. Maybe have a glass of wine and relax before I have to start my shift the next day. Now, if the next day I have off, then, maybe we can go out and catch a movie or do something like that. But, I just need to de-stress. My job is very stressful.
So, Vonique feels like she needs some time to herself after she works very long hours. And, Liz, you still feel... Do you understand that, or do you still feel differently about that?
Well, I feel differently. I spend the whole day by myself, cleaning up and making you food and making dinner for us and, taking care of our stuff and our bills and all of our paperwork. I spend the whole day by myself. When you come home, I want to spend time with you.
You can get a hobby. You can go out and play.
I mean, I do, but that's not who I want to spend my time with. I'm not with my hobby. I'm not married to my hobby.
Okay.
So, on top of having her, like, she misses, I guess, Liz is trying to say that she missed time with you and stuff like that. And that closeness in the relationship.
And also, like, we don't talk about anything. You come home and I ask you how work is and you're like, oh, it's fine. And that's it. You don't tell me anything. I don't even know who your boss is. I don't know the name of your boss. You don't talk to me.
So, are you saying that you kind of feel lonely and... Like,
yeah,
you're alone in this relationship?
I feel lonely. And I feel like I'm the only one who's working for it, I try to come up with fun ideas of stuff for us to do, and, you shoot down all my ideas. We talk over lunch, and I tell you I have this great idea, and you sound okay with it, and then you come home and you say you're tired, and we just never go anywhere. We don't do anything.
So you also feel, like, unheard and alone, and, like, you don't feel like your partner's there for you?
Exactly.
And how do you feel wanting?
I feel like she's not there for me either.
Okay, so you also feel alone.
How about you? I work these long shifts to provide for us financially. How about a foot rub? Like, that would be nice every now and then. I get that she wants to spend time and go out someplace, but I don't necessarily always want to be out and about. Like,
so you want to spend time with her too. You're not trying to push her away.
Right.
Right. But you also want her to understand that you work a lot, that you need time to yourself.
Right.
Right.
She has all day to spend by herself. I have those hours when I come home to spend by myself.
So you also do you feel pressured?
To do what? To spend time with her?
Yeah. Like, you have to make an effort to be with her.
Yeah, and sometimes, you just don't have all that energy to do what you want, for, like, to spend time with the other person. You gotta take care of yourself first before you take care of others.
How do you feel, Liz? You look sad.
I mean, I put a lot of energy into taking care of you. I keep our house clean. I send you to work with lunch every day. There's dinner on the table every day when you come home. I put a lot of time into taking care of you. The bathroom doesn't clean itself. You don't get your uniforms by yourself. Like, I do a lot of things for you, and I don't think it's too much to ask to want to go to dinner with you sometimes.
So, Liz, you look a little angry and frustrated with what Monique's saying. How do you feel?
Well, of course I'm angry and frustrated. I mean, I miss you. I miss when we used to hang out and we used to go out and we used to have fun. And now you work all the time. And I get that you work and I get that that's important, but, I work too. And I want to spend time with you. I want to spend my downtime with you.
Monique, how do you feel about that?
Okay, I get that she wants to spend time with me, but she's saying she works all day and I don't see any, like, what are you doing?
Mm-hmm.
You say you clean the house and I'm just like...
You don't feel like...
It's not, I don't want to say it's not clean, but it's just, what did you do?
I mean, I don't ask you to clean, like that your soap doesn't get restocked by itself, your shampoo is there. I buy that shampoo. I don't make you run home to the grocery store on your way home or anything like that. I take care of all that stuff, all that little stuff that piles up. You know, if you were living by yourself, what kind of mess would you be living in?
I've been doing pretty good. I can do that myself, but
That really hurts me to hear you say that.
So, Bonnie, do you hear that Liz feels kind of hurt that you make it sound like you don't appreciate what she does for you guys in your house?
I hear it. But, you know, she's stating all the things that she wants. Like, how about things that I want too? Like, I want a little bit more alone time. I do want to spend time with her. But, you know, how about let me have my moment, and then, you know, maybe later on we can have our moment together.
Did you sometimes feel like the bad guy, like you get the blame on, and that you feel like it's your fault?
Yeah, because you hear her, like, saying all these things how I don't appreciate her, like when in reality I do appreciate her. I may just have a hard time showing it, but, you know,
Well, but then
takes some
why,
time.
you know, even on your day off, you don't hang out with me, you go do stuff, you go see your family, you don't spend time with me, even on your day off.
Because I'm with you, I live with you, I don't live with my family, so you know.
But we don't spend time together even when you're here. You're in, like, another place, mentally.
We sleep in the same bed.
So I guess, Liz, you feel frustrated because you feel like physically being there is not the same as emotionally being
Absolutely.
Right.
I need a stronger connection. I mean, what happened to our connection?
And Bonnie, do you feel like you are there for her, but I guess you just didn't know she wanted an emotional connection? Or do you feel like you should give her emotional connection?
A little bit of both. I feel like I definitely should be more emotional towards her.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like I'm there.
Right. So you feel like being there physically is also good enough.
Yeah.
And you want to have her appreciate that.
Yeah.
You do make time to be there for
Yeah.
her.
I mean, because I can easily just, like, you know, go out after
Right.
work, go to a bar,
Mhm.
hang out with my friends.
Mm-hmm.
But I choose to come home to be with her.
Do you choose to come home to be with me, or do you choose to come home because you need alone time at the end of the day? That's
little bit of
that's how
both.
I feel. I feel like you come home because you need alone time, not because I am home, not because you want to come home to me. I mean, like, when's the last time, you know, we just kissed for a while? When's the last time we held hands outside? When's the last time we had real emotional intimacy like that?
Last week.
I was not kissing for a while.
So, Liz, I'm hearing that intimacy is something that's very important to you.
Of course it's important to me. It's important to me to have an emotional and a physical connection to you. And that's not just, you know, we're sitting on the couch together watching TV. That's, you know, we're actively participating in each other's lives.
Bonnie, when do you feel like the last time you guys had a good intimate connection?
I mean, we cuddle every night. I mean, just
Mhm.
because we're not, you know.
Showing it in public and everything?
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, that doesn't count as intimacy to you.
I mean, but isn't it also important to show it in public? Like, are you ashamed of me?
No,
Are
I'm
you...
not ashamed of you. Are you looking for, like, the public's opinion? Do you care what the public thinks of our relationship?
Of course I care. I mean-
Why?
Other people's opinions matter too. You know, like, I want other people to see how connected we are. And I don't think when people look at us, they see that. I don't think people see us as a strong couple.
So I guess because you guys are also a homosexual couple that it kind of means something important to you?
I mean, yeah, it
Mhm.
means it's important to me that people see that we're emotionally connected and emotionally intimate and physically intimate outside, you know, not just in the comfort of our own home.
So, Vonnie, you do feel like you give it to her, but I mean, I guess Liz is saying that she also wants it a little more in public too.
Yeah.
Is that understandable?
Yeah. So I guess we can start off going outside more and then show them more.
I would really like that. And I mean, if you want more home time too, we can work on that. Like, if you need, when you come home, 15 minutes of you time, that's fine. Just, you know, set a timer or something. I don't know. So I know to leave you alone. Because also, I'm not a mind reader. I don't know when you want to be touched or don't want to be touched, or when you need alone time or when you want to be with me, or, you know, when you want to feel appreciated or when you don't feel like, you know, when you just want to be alone. I'm not a mind reader.
So Liz, you understand that she may want her own time, but then you also feel like together time is also very important.
Yeah.
And then Vonnie, you do you understand that Liz kind of gets that you're very busy, but that you're also trying your hardest to put in your effort in the relationship too?
Yeah, as long as she knows I'm trying, you know, I'm not purposely doing this on purpose to hurt her.
Right.
I am trying.
So Vonnie did mention that she's not trying to hurt you on purpose. Does that bring a little comfort in you or anything like that?
I mean, it makes me feel good to hear you say that, but, you know, actions speak louder than words. I'm really interested to see how you act at your nephew's birthday party next week. I mean, usually you're really cold to me in front of your family, especially physically. You know, we don't touch, we don't hold hands, and I'm just really curious to see if that's how it's going to be for the rest of our lives. You know, your family knows we're together. Why do I feel so cut off from you when we're with them?
So it's important for Vonnie to show that you actually are important to her, especially to her family, because she cares about her family so much.
Of course.
Yes. And Vonnie, how do you feel about that? Do you feel like
they know we're together,
Mhm.
like obviously
Right.
we live together. That's not my nature to sit there and have intimacy
Mhm.
in front of my
Mhm.
family.
Mhm.
Especially not at my nephew's birthday party. Like, they know we're together,
But
you're
you
there.
could hold my hand. You know, you could give me a peck when I bring you a plate. You could, you know, that's not like in your face intimacy. That's just little things.
Are you saying that Vonnie never shows any intimacy to you in front of her family?
I mean, it's very rare.
It's very rare. But she does do it sometime, right?
Sometimes.
And when she does it sometimes, how does that make you feel?
I mean, it makes me feel great. It makes me feel loved and cherished and appreciated.
So Liz is saying that you do it. It's not like you don't do it at all, but I guess she wants a little more. Did you know how important this was to her before?
I mean, obviously it's going to be important because it's an important part of any relationship.
Mhm.
But, you know, there's not necessarily, you don't have to be intimate with someone and, like, touch them. Like,
Right.
you know, fixing my plate or me getting her a
Mhm.
cup of water, it's like,
Mhm.
that's a form of intimacy as
right.
well.
Mhm.
Not necessarily holding my hand, you know, in front of my nephew at a birthday party or at any family gathering. You know, there's other ways aside from, like, physically touching someone.
So intimacy is also important too. I guess you just kind of show it a little different,
Yeah.
and so maybe that's where Liz didn't quite understand.
Yeah, maybe.